Took a second.
Okay. And I'm YouTube. Dude, that sounds like a train track. YouTube.com, and then I'm gonna go live.
Are we including that
dear.
Steam thing in the
If you want to
in the
change
news,
on your
Lewis?
news, yeah.
I would
Steam Deck, isn't it?
Steam Deck, yeah. I'd take out my story, which is like Persona announcements.
I'm going to announce that as Steam thing because
The Wii Steam thingy.
we steamy jobby.
We steamy job it.
Yeah.
The 15th, episode 40. You know, it was episode 40 of the Switch Island was my first one.
Was it?
It was.
Schadenfreude.
Mark
This
does
is-
have
this
like
is,
the
um,
hairstyle of someone that's gone really like popular in Hollywood, and this is how he wears his hair now.
Yeah.
And it's like episode
Right,
40
don't
was
worry.
my favorite.
Or-
Thanks, Lewis.
It's like that late kind of 90s style that like you maybe would have seen in Ally McBeal or Friends or something. It was quite short cropped at the front but stuck up at the back.
The peacock.
Yeah.
He's peacocking.
I can do all sorts with it if you want.
That's not my hair now.
Ah,
That's cool. Like you should be in a punk.
that's an improvement.
Tousled. Love it.
Cool. All right. Okay. We're live. So if anybody feels like banging a tweet out, doing something productive for once,
Let's check the stream.
don't have to. Right? I'm going to continue to eat my curry.
When you go.
Go for it.
What?
That's why the people
What?
keep coming back.
Good save.
And that's why you said Danzak earlier, is it? Because that confused the hell out of me.
I had no idea he was eating a curry.
No, when you
I
just
just-
going about curries, I was like,
We do have
Okay.
this. We have this such weird,
Weird
telepathy.
connection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our menzies have synced.
usually when a bit in a cunt, he goes, "Oh, I did that when I was 30. Stop being a cunt." No, but
Do you know what, Dan? I used to be a cunt like you.
all right, Dad, calm down. What's on Dan's plate? So I've got a tikka with some sort of garlic bread.
A garlic naan, I hope.
No, it's not naan.
So it was
More of
like
a bowl as well, isn't
the
it?
worst thing ever. I hope it's a nan.
Give me 2 seconds. Cat shout upstairs.
If he's got like some sort of
You'd heat
Italian
it.
garlic bread with it, that's not right at all.
Need to get Peshwari
And
naan.
he's gone.
Peshwari
So
naan.
offended, he's just left.
Peshwari naan or a keema naan?
No.
Sorry, Mark.
Peshwari.
No,
Yeah, I get
keema.
Peshwari every day of the week.
Keep us honest, chat. Keema or Peshwari? 5
There's two-
seconds.
There's two
Peshwari.
for Peshwari. We get 5 votes each, though, me and Lewis.
Yeah, okay.
Why are you going Peshwari? You're not even like a vegetarian or anything, Lewis. That's...
Oh, I didn't realize they were mutually exclusive. I'm sorry.
You can't. You have to. If meat is on offer, come on.
I've always gone for a
You have to do
Peshwari
it. So
naan.
it's like Peshwari naan or hoof. Just a big hoof. just have to just go with the hoof.
Yeah.
I want to know if
Yeah.
can I make Discord?
The hoof naan.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love a hoof naan. I've missed that.
What
Is your Discord dark or can you make it light? Is there themes? Basically, is what I want to know.
I think it's just dark by default, isn't it?
Oh
Discord?
man, because I basically use my laptop as a light, and it's too dark.
Don't worry, Lewis. You still look good, mate. Don't worry.
You don't. So we've got Eamon, we've got Alex in the chat.
I mean, you don't quite look as good as Ben, but you'll get there.
4.5 years might be that good.
45.
Is that how many? 4.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
He knows it down to the day.
You sad little man.
Well, you just what, January or February?
January, yeah.
January, yeah, mine's June.
January.
How old is everyone? How old are you, Ben?
30 something.
33.
33.
Yeah, can
How old are you, Lewis?
33.
I'm 35. I'm 35.
You're 35. Okay, so Ben's probably like 36.
I'm 39.
Go, Mark. Don't leave us
Thanks.
hanging.
It's just 'cause-
39-year-old.
It's just because I'm dressed like a child.
That was my next line.
It's important to get in there first.
That's how you get. That's how you get to compete at those sports days, eh?
Exactly.
When he needs
Did you
a
wear
bit
a
of money.
little,
Yeah, I was going to say when he needs a
little
bit of
coloured
money.
bib?
He still does. Needs a bit of money, cuts off the beard, wears the cap, looks like a sick child.
It's true.
Yeah.
Can I have a Nintendo Switch, mister?
Get in the oubliette, you shit.
Sure you can show a child with adult-sized bollocks.
Why are you checking my bollocks?
Yeah, I'm a
got
bit
no
concerned.
pants
How does that?
I love how it's turned
you
into an
and Dan
improv.
got the same size bollocks. That's how synced they are. Their bollocks have matched.
Bollocks to match. Come on.
Right.
That video quality is so much better.
Yeah.
Like markedly better.
In the chat, how do we look? How do we sound? Is it crisp? Let us know. It does look good.
Now you can see that the light bulb that's hanging by its cable behind me.
Yeah. Lewis
Still to
his cell.
be. There's a toilet just right behind me,
It's a Scottish light.
right there.
I think you
It's
missed
not even a light, it's
got
just a
one
hole
there.
in the ceiling where the sun is.
Yeah.
So we can tell the
sun's
time.
It's where they push his food through.
Through the ceiling. Just lie underneath it with my
Oh my
mouth
god,
open.
it is an oubliette. It's an oubliette. Brilliant. Yes.
What's that through the hole in the floor? Oh, it's his penis.
I don't think it would fit.
Well, if it's hands. I know it's your hands. No, fucked it.
Yeah, Alex is saying all good, very crisp.
Cool. Okay, let's start the Audacity.
Alrighty. I am recording.
I'm recording.
Mark, you're on the right mic in Audacity, yeah?
Yep, I've got it on my new. I've been testing it throughout
that?
this afternoon. Like sort of anxious body.
Knowledge.
Instant call out there on Mark. Love it.
Just the passive aggression. there.
Mark, you
Just-
fucked it.
Just double checking. I mean,
Have
I've
you
double
got-
checked with you
No,
guys
mate.
enough.
Have you got a pop shield?
I haven't got a pop shield.
Listen, what you fucking need is a fucking pop shield, right?
Oh, you mug!
What you need is a pair of headphones that doesn't look like they're fucking being worn out of someone out of Geordie Shore.
Me?
Yeah, like a fucking Splatoon character.
You seen the photo of them? They're scabby.
That's what I mean. It's even worse.
They do that. They still do a service.
You fake
Amazing.
beats.
If they were fake, I wouldn't know because they're a gift from my mother.
Definitely fake.
Definitely fake.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mark it.
Scotland in it.
Local market.
Right.
Let's not keep on doing these jokes.
So, are we all recording?
Yes.
Should we do a clap?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Go on, Lewis.
3, 2, 1. Ooh.
Why did Lewis clear his throat for a clap?
It was stalling to remember the order again.
Okay.
Get used to it.
He's like 3. What is it after 3?
3,
What's it?
4. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
Shit. Is it 3-1? What is it? Fuck.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Lewis, get a light. Like, because that was lights, by the way, not a life. Do you know what, Lewis? Get a light.
Yeah, fucking like. Yeah, I might. For as much as I like
That's a
that thing dangling behind me, I'll get a light.
Because it does look really good now on YouTube.
Thanks. And I'm
Like
letting it down.
routines, clear. Yeah.
It looks really crisp. Everyone, great job, everyone.
Yeah,
Thanks.
should we go home?
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Okay.
Okay. We need something to start off, don't we?
Mark, what about a word of the week?
Oh, good idea.
Ooh.
Come on.
The word of the week this week is slovenly.
I've heard that.
Sort of means.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my mum calls my mum calls my dad called my mum a slovenly bint as a
Oh wow.
as
Okay.
a term of endearment. Yeah, so I know that word
That's
well.
lovely. That's lovely.
Mark,
Yeah,
have you started downloading
That's
something?
the least. That's the least he deserves. Nope.
No, that's weird.
Why have I got? My Mac is making some quite aggressive fan noises. Unfortunately.
It's one thing we didn't check. Does Discord take up more RAM?
The last time we tried to use it, it did have a bit of an issue.
I've got 16 gig RAM going on.
The RAM's good then. Processor
that's
alright?
quite a lot of RAM.
It's a fairly old Mac. It's like 5 or 6 years old, so it's not in the best of health.
Mine is no noisier than
closed.
it normally is when doing a video
Same.
call.
You're
Yeah,
right,
mine
okay.
was like this last time.
Okay, don't worry. Do it.
Okay,
It's fine. Don't.
But then, I didn't have a.
Mark.
pick another word, Mark. Sorry, we should have given you time to prep. This is.
I've got
Terribly
gain.
unfair.
My gain's obviously on full, which will be picking up more noise from the surroundings.
I thought that was
Noise
your
is an
word.
issue. It's
Gain.
The
Gain.
video is just very, very, very slightly behind, and I get the impression
really-
we're very slightly.
He
behind.
really peaked at oubliette, didn't he? It's just. I've got a game.
That was it. That's
this
all I've
week.
got. Yeah.
Fuck it.
I
Let's
wasn't
do it.
prepped for this, guys. Sorry.
It's okay.
Got nothing.
No worries.
We'll go
next week.
We'll do it.
I can be
It's all right.
like,
We're off.
Somebody said ubiquitous in the chat.
Oh, wow.
Kept you waiting. Sucks.
Hello there, and welcome to CrossCast episode 40, recorded live on YouTube on Thursday, 15th July 2021. My name is Lewis, and today I'm joined by three absolute guys. The first of them being fructose, sucrose, glucose, and everything like those. These were ingredients used to make a boy, the perfect boy. Thus Daniel Ward was born. Hello.
Hello. You alright?
Not bad. You?
Yeah, I'm okay. All right. Sorry about the Scottish jokes before.
I've come to expect it.
Okay.
I've come to expect it. Don't worry about it. I can't say the same for someone else on this call. Next up, freshly sluiced and ready for action. He goes by many names. Margaret, Sinkhole, Francisco, Caterpillar Extraordinaire, G-String, Feces.
oh, these are the words you wanted. Right. My bad.
They were more creative.
Well, thank you and good night.
But we know him as the slippery bugger. Ben.
I was trying so hard not to laugh this time. I really was. And then feces. Feces did me in. Damn you. Hello.
There's so many people. So many people.
God.
And you okay? You well? You well?
Yeah. Good.
Good. Next up, last. There's only three of us. But by no means least, what would you do if you were young and beautiful and had a big bottle of champagne? Crack that thing open, pour yourself a glass, and sit down in your favourite wingback and get lost in a good book. This is a daily occurrence, Monday to Friday. For Mark. Hi.
Hey, Lewis.
Hi. You all right? You well? You okay?
Yeah, man. I'm fantastic. Raring to go. Pumped.
Good. Pumped. Super pumped. That's what I like to hear.
What's
Super
he,
pumped.
what's
Yeah.
he do on Saturday and Sunday then? If that's a Monday to Friday occurrence?
Oh, he's not told me.
Ah, okay.
We'll save that. That'll be a
He's kept
Patreon
that secret. And I don't know, after last week, some of the chat might be out on the hunt. Never know. You guys drinking anything nice this week?
Moretti. Yeah. Not even cold. That's
No?
That's how desperate I've got.
Oh, oh no.
Piping hot Moretti. Yum, yum.
Fierce,
Italian.
Found in a park.
man. Oh, yeah. I thought about that.
Oh,
Embrace it, innit, Ben. Embrace it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
all right.
Yeah.
Ben, you were drinking out of a glass earlier.
I was. I'm sticking with the glass here. I'm drinking Elevation Pale Ale from Wicklow Wolf.
Nice.
And then my second one is a bit of a Rich Elsie style.
Oh, yeah.
City of Cake
Wow.
chocolate fudge cake stout,
Wow, okay.
which sounds disgusting.
You have to give us a play-by-play when you're. We should just stop the chat when you crack that open. I want
will. I'll let you know.
your first impressions.
Sounds gross.
Mark,
though.
no, it sounds okay.
Hmm.
We'll see. Mark, what about you?
I've got a can of this beer called Heineken. It says here Amsterdam. It's first brewed in Amsterdam, 1883. So it's quite exciting.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be past.
But weirdly,
it
it says 1883, but then next to it says 1873. So someone's potentially screwed up there.
that can might be worth some money one day.
Oh,
Someone looking for the can with the typos.
that sort of error.
Yeah, and I've got Goose Island IPA, quite nice.
Classic.
And behind
Oh, I love a Goose Island. Love a Goose.
classic. That was my Desert Island cartridge drink. And behind the tramp curtain, I have a bottle of Highland spring water because I may burst into flames because it's too hot.
Mm.
And that bottle was in the freezer.
How hot is it in Scotland at the moment?
12 degrees Celsius.
Oh,
You can say
wow.
Fahrenheit.
It was. Yeah,
That's why
it was.
that's why his hair has started to melt.
Yeah, already. It's 25 today, and it's currently precisely it's per second. I can't see because the hand's in front of the thing, so I'm going to guess about 21 or something. But it's warm.
Yeah, it's been about 23.
It's warm.
Yeah, 23. It's not bad. Funny that you said about the Heineken there and being a drink. I remember like being stood outside at like one of the. I think everyone's got like an old man's pub in their like local hometown. We had the Village Inn that we affectionately known it as the Village Bin. And there's a fella like outside, and he was like, smoking cigarette. Yeah, that girl over there, lad, she's a Cronenberg. I was like, what do you mean a Cronenberg? And he went, 16 from the back, 64 from the front. And I was like, you're a paedophile? You can't say that. That's disgusting. Absolutely vile. Anyway, move on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Should we just move on into the new news?
Oh, I'll press that button. I'll press that button right now.
You
Where
push
is
that?
it? I'll push it.
Tonight, the headlines: Super Mario 64 sells for megabucks. Atlas teases 7 Persona projects. Netflix game streaming, and the one that hasn't been written in a kind of pithy manner, roundup of quality of life improvements to Skyward Sword HD, and how it's been scoring in the press. Also, Stream Deck Switch Killer. Those are the.
See, I didn't know you read them. Didn't know you read them verbatim. I thought you.
I
thought you created like a witty version of them.
I do, and that's what that was.
But
Sorry, I
no.
failed.
Okay. Yeah, you did. That was a good summary of my 2 paragraphs. Thanks.
Yeah, so I guess as usual, not exactly up on all the news that's happened this week, but I did see this is the news story that I brought forward for today. I know that Super Mario 64 has sold at auction for some ridiculous price, a price that I haven't taken note of, so I'm frantically scrolling through the news story.
$1.56 million.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you very much.
I'll read your fucking story for you.
Thanks. Have you got Kotaku open?
I have. The record for the most
was...
valuable game of all time has been shattered by a sealed copy of Super Mario 64. The pristine condition Nintendo 64 title sold for $1.56 million, making it easily the highest price anyone has ever spent on a video game at auction. The record had already been broken 2 days earlier when a sealed early production copy of The Legend of Zelda sold for $870,000.
Wow.
God.
Absolutely obliterated it.
Why?
Fucking scalpers, man. Scalpers.
Guys, remember scalpers, yeah. They're not even real boxes, though. They've sealed them themselves. But guys, remember these facts because I'll be using them in about 2 years. America.
Good point. Good point. But I see it's been graded as a 9.8. Do you know, like, what's the criteria for that?
Some guy in sex is like going, oh, fucking 9.8, that one. Like,
yeah, he's going to like take his headphones off. He's listening to Papa Roach. He's got to take the headphones off to speak to you.
Smells like Link's Pulse.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It was graded.
On you go. It was graded 9.8 by
what?
The
so someone
people.
Rated the game for.
Yeah,
for like
I've seen it.
How pristine it was.
Yeah, I think it does it like in terms of its alignment, it's the quality the box has been sat on. I think if a box has been sat on, much like my Ocarina of Time Nintendo 64 box, I don't think it would score very highly.
Well, it depends. I mean, if someone like Shigeru Miyamoto sat on it, it might be worth more.
What?
Yeah, okay. That's a good point, actually.
What if he
Might
shat
increase
on
the
it?
value.
Yeah,
Still, you've got some genetic material as well. Might even go up.
dropped a load on it, and that's it. Loads.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, isn't it?
For a
There's a
game,
lot of money.
a classic game. Some may say a genre-defining game. Ben.
It definitely is a genre-defining game. Unfortunately, a shit genre.
Oh my god!
I'm joking. Of course,
This is outrageous speech.
It's a wonderful game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to say that if you don't mean it.
Oh, okay. Take it back.
I don't
When
think
you
it's. I think the phenomenon itself is a bit weird. It's obviously very cool that there's like collectors out there that want these games in like really premium condition, but I don't know if it's Logan or Jake Paul. But did you see them when they went into the ring and fought? Yeah.
Yeah.
Floyd
Oh, and he
Mayweather.
had the Pokemon
I had
cards.
like a Pikachu card or something round his.
No, the Charizard shiny. So like the
Oh, was
Charizard,
it Charizard
yeah,
one?
first edition, mint condition. I think that was graded like very similar. And he bounces in, and Floyd Mayweather's got like loads of chains around him, and they're like estimating that the worth of the chains are like 750k, and it's one of the Paul brothers has basically got this Charizard thing that nobody fucking understands. It's just a Pokemon card, but he's basically walked in there with more money on him than Mayweather. I was like, that's fucking cool. But he's a twat, so it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes on to list the other things that have been sold recently, or I say recently. Last November, a sealed copy of Super Mario Brothers 3 became the most expensive game. That was $156,000, and that broke the previously set record in July 2020. It was a copy of 1985's original Super Mario Brothers that sold for $114,000, and then it goes on to say like Pokemon Red for Game Boy sold at $84,000, and there was a Nintendo PlayStation prototype that was sold for $360k in March.
See that? I would have almost expected that prototype to go for more.
Yeah, same.
That's bizarre.
It looks like the prices have jumped a lot. Like it's been a huge jump to these latest ones. Is it just a bit of like lockdown? Everyone sat on their hands, going, why can't I sit on my games anymore?
Yeah, I bet
I was
they're
gonna ask
kicking
you guys.
themselves because they could have got Super Mario 64 plus Sunshine plus Galaxy for 35 quid. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, this is it.
Well, bought
Yeah,
two
did
of
they
them
not realise?
and then kept one to sell in a few years' time for millions.
Yeah.
That's where the smart money
Millions,
is.
yeah.
Are you going to do this with any of your games?
What's the most expensive? Yeah, I was going to ask.
Have I still got so I bought a copy of Balan Wonderland, what one is, for £11, hoping that game's going to skyrocket in value. I doubt it though. But no, I always open up stuff. Even that is open. I've not played it yet.
Do you know what? My problem is I get one and I think I'm probably not going to play it. It might be worth a lot in a few years, but I do quite want the gold points. So I'm just gonna
That 50 pence.
Yeah.
that 50p.
Did you
Come
not
on.
get Cooking Mama?
I was tempted. I was thinking about getting Cooking Mama because of all the controversy around it, but I didn't in the end.
Did you not?
I mean, there's £1.50 worth of like points, or there's the potential
gold
1.5
points.
million.
Gold
Yeah,
points.
few
but
years' time.
that's in a few
Gold
years,
points,
isn't it?
yeah.
I'd rather be able to get a couple of indie games now and never
Right.
play them than wait a few years
Yeah.
and be a millionaire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got.
And that's a problem with society, isn't it? In a nutshell,
It's and maybe just delayed gratification. You just can't quite do it.
I can't. I've tried.
What's the most expensive thing you guys have bought, like as a collector's item?
Oh, good question. I bought a Firewatch on PS4. That was £100. I've got Celeste
That's
on
pretty
PS4
chunky.
as well, and that's sealed. I thought I'd keep hold of that copy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was
How much
about
was that?
50, 60 quid.
Okay, so that's not a huge amount.
No, I got the
Okay.
Dead Cells Prisoners Edition
Kept it in the box, yeah.
Oh
this
wow!
figurine.
And you've got the Hyper Light Drifter as well. That
did,
extra.
yeah. I tried to get all the games that Mark would be envious of. Yeah,
I am actually really envious of both of those. Awesome. Yeah,
yeah. £100.
I've got
game.
Little Nightmares too. That's all I have.
Oh yeah, and that.
yeah. I'll give you 110. Shit.
Wow.
Sold.
Wow.
Yeah, but I know.
What was yours, Lewis?
I thought about getting. Sorry, I thought about getting that Link's Awakening on eBay because you can still get that new on eBay for about 100 quid. I was quite tempted by that,
Really?
but I haven't bought it yet.
The only thing I really collect like that is the Black Series figures, Star Wars ones. And I've already got 2 of them that have skyrocketed in price now. So I think the collection itself I bought for probably about 300 quid, bit part, over the years. And then I think 2 of them are worth about £200, £300 each. So,
I have
Nice.
got
Been
all the
tempted by
original
the first
Star
4
Wars
figures.
ooh,
Actually,
both at the same
from,
time.
like-
Go on, Ben.
Sorry. No, I was just speaking of Star Wars. I've got my older brother gave me all the Star Wars figures, like the original ones.
Okay.
They're out of the box, but I think they're supposed to be worth a little bit.
Chew marks on the head, and a couple of missing an arm.
Yeah.
Worth loads. That's cool though. Like I don't have. I've never really collected anything. What have I got? I've got this. Wait, let's do a quiz. What is this? What's this? Before we get to the main
If
quiz
you're
later
going to
on.
show us that Lego thing again. And the stickers.
What's this? What's this?
There it is.
What is that?
For a bonus point, what's this? That's a vinyl brush.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Brush for vinyl. Right, here we go.
Good name.
Play along at home.
Oh,
Rumble.
is that a
Yes,
Rumble pack?
a Rumble pack.
That is not a Rumble pack.
Is it an expansion pack?
Oh, it's the Game Boy thingy,
really
the
looks like
adapter for N64.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
So you
The
can play,
Nintendo 64
Pokemon game.
transfer pack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Transfer pack.
Pokemon Stadium,
Spelled PAK.
yeah. That was just a hand. But I don't have anything of
Why have
any
you just
value.
got that to hand?
Why not?
Using it as like a paperweight or something.
Yeah, it's just on that paper over there. Just keeps it nice. Keeps it nice.
Some of
and
those
stable.
first 4 figures, very, very tempting. Like the I saw the Majora's Mask one. That one is beautiful. There's a few of those that are pretty damn tempting.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be
I've not
worth,
crossed the
worth,
line,
kind of
though.
worth much in future, because they're mass produced.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Tell you what, quick update. Chocolate fudge cake stout is bloody delicious.
Is it?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be this nice. It does taste very cakey.
I just don't. I can't get.
That'd have been worth a
stouts.
fortune in a few years, mate.
I know. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If you just left that
You could just shout on it.
Damn it.
and drunk. Yeah, shout on it. Shout on it. Worth a fortune.
Worth loads.
Oh
Yeah, okay, so next story about Atlas releasing about 7 games. Is that 7 games or 7 projects that are going to be coming out over the next little while?
Yeah, 7 projects. So I don't know if they'll all be games. Obviously, one of them is going to be Persona 6. And
You sure?
a quote from Atlas said they're going all out to make it even better than Persona 5, which is reassuring because you'd be worried if they were like, yeah, let's make it worse. So,
Yeah.
The
Are
same.
you going to make it better than Persona 5?
nah.
Maybe.
Let's go the other way with it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that's in September, isn't it? The 25th anniversary of Persona or something like that.
Yeah, I think the only concern is, isn't the director moved on now? The guy that did all the previous ones, and he's like letting someone else do it. So could be like Kojima-esque, where that brain's gone, that vision's gone. Maybe they won't be as weeby. Maybe Lewis will
Maybe I'll finally start playing them.
Yeah,
doubt it.
but no, there's talk of like obviously Switch ports, Persona 5 coming to Game Pass, what have you. So it's whatever these announcements are, I think they'll be quite interesting for Persona fans.
Hopefully.
And weebs alike.
I am trying to buy a copy of 4 Golden on the Vita at the moment. You know, where you've got a price point in your head, and I can't find it for less than 40 quid. So if anyone's watching, help me. Find it for me, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to give away a copy of Fire Emblem Awakening, hit me up.
I saw a copy of
Do
that.
you guys want to ask for something?
Yeah, just come on. What do you want, Mark?
Yeah, I love that. I love that as well.
No, well, ask
So
first.
sort of, just like a hamper of food or something would be
I was going
lovely.
to say a handy. Just a handy.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, either or's good.
Both.
Can I just ask Ben about this Persona thing? So they just said like we've got 7 things we're going to announce.
Yeah.
They didn't give them any specifics. They just said 7 things.
Some
Come back to us in
projects.
September. Projects. Projects is really vague as well. It's not even games, is it?
Exactly. It could be like an
Could be
anime,
anything. It could be like
a
a board
book.
game,
Yeah.
anime, a book, a shoe.
Yeah.
You know, just yeah. Oh,
Anything.
that's a bit annoying. But still,
is.
at least keeps the fans excited.
It does. Some would say it's barely even newsworthy, but
Some.
here we are.
Yeah, I think we said that earlier, didn't we?
Yeah. Announcement stretching out as far as
No, it is
autumn
good, good
2022. Is that? Oh, that's obviously not our release. All released before that point. What is he doing? He's here. All released before that point.
No,
So announcements
no.
will stretch out to like this time next year. Just on.
I think Persona 6 will be years away, probably.
Do you want to?
Dan now looks like
Do you want to walk us through that, Dan?
Blink 182. It's someone from Blink 182 who's just had a few years out.
It's so long now. I know. I'm just so happy it's long and that none of you pricks have made me shave it. You missed that, by the way.
yeah.
You made me shave it for November.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that was good.
You shaved it twice, didn't you?
Twice, yeah, Lewis, yeah. Netflix game streaming. That's what we're going to talk about next. So I was looking at Bloomberg.
But no, we're talking about your hair still. Moving on for.
Right, well, I'm moving
Yeah,
on.
stick on the hair, stick on the hair.
Netflix Incorporated, marking its first big move beyond TV and shows and films, is planning an expansion into video games and has hired a former EA and Facebook executive to lead the effort. They continue. Mike Verdu will join Netflix as Vice President of Gaming Development, reporting to Chief Operating Officer Greg Peters, the company said on Wednesday. Verdu was previously Facebook's vice president in charge of working with developers to bring games and other content to Oculus virtual reality headsets. The idea is to offer video games on Netflix streaming platform within the next year, according to a person familiar with the situation, the cleaner. The games will appear alongside current fare as a new programming genre, similar to what Netflix did with the documentaries or stand-up specials. The company doesn't currently plan to charge extra for the content, said the person, cleaner, who asked not to be identified because the deliberations are private. And Netflix that shares then went up to 2.8%. So there you go.
Wow.
Interesting.
Oh, it sickens me. All of this cloud-based gaming stuff. It's, I hate it
Do we
with
all
a fucking passion.
Do we all have Netflix? No, that's probably a stupid question. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got.
I don't
Yeah.
think Mark's got a TV, to be honest.
It's not got
I've
pants.
I've got a Game and Watch, a TV. Is it? No, I agree
Versatile.
with Ben on this. I like this sort of thing, Stadia and this new Steam Deck and this sort of thing. It's like having that games on the Apple TV as well. Something about it, and it, call me an old wart of a fuddy-duddy idiot as much as you like. I mean, go for it. But to me, it just sucks the life out of it a little bit. I love I almost love the sort of plastic nonsense of it all. Like the little thing that Lewis just showed us.
Yeah,
What was that thing you showed us
transfer
again,
pack.
Lewis?
the transfer pack.
Yeah,
Or the
transfer
Lego.
pack, yeah.
Mm.
It's just been so
There you
many
go.
little things you've showed us today that
I know.
that was it's been difficult to remember. But
Walked into that one.
There's something about that says like classic video games. I just really like
Yeah.
that, and yeah, there's something
Only worked for,
missing in
like,
it
one game.
for me a little bit.
I'm
As
sorry.
good as I'm sure that
I
sure there
was
will
I
be.
was being sarcastic, Mark. Sorry.
Crap.
What was that, Ben?
Shit, that's awkward.
You being
That's really
sarcastic?
awkward.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Ah, it's a good enjoy cloud gaming.
Were you also being sarcastic about Super Mario 64?
No.
Damn it. That's the one I was hoping you were sarcastic about.
Sorry.
This is awkward. So Netflix, man, you know what I've always loved? Netflix and video games. It's my favorite. I've always said it, and I will die by the sword before I say anything different. And I love you, Ben.
I think it would be arguably far better than Stadia. And I think if you were to have the convenience of having Netflix on your telly and just like plugged yourself into it, like rather than Stadia, then you'd be fucking laughing. It'd be great. I got Mark with that one. It's not even mine.
I think they at Stadia need to be careful though about this, because if Netflix are offering it all as part of the existing subscription and they're like decent games and they've got a decent library, then that's a problem for Stadia and the like, isn't it? Because
It's a game.
Stadia would be like it would make sense if Stadia was just offered as part of YouTube Premium rather than an additional service. That's like the equivalent of this. That's how they would compete. But I think this could kind of eat their lunch a little bit.
I think it's like Prime. Like until you actually dig quite deep into the menus, you don't actually realize how much content you get with Prime and all the things that come with it. So if Netflix were to do that and bundle in the gaming offering with it, like it could be a Game Pass killer. It could be not just a Stadia killer, but yeah, take it to. I don't know what I was going to say there. Take it to the Matthew Bridge, but that's a Limp Bizkit lyric. It could just literally take it to them, take the fight to them. That's the best I've got.
Well, this is where all the money is. This is why everyone's getting into it, isn't it? It's, gaming is big business, whereas movies is dying. So of course they're trying to diversify their portfolio a little bit and dip their toe into gaming, get a slice of that pie. How many other cliches can I throw in?
I agree.
Loads, probably.
Probably.
All right, Mark, do you want to round up the quality of life improvements that have been announced for Skyward Sword HD, which I was hoping would turn up today for me because I bought it from Shop2, and normally they get things a day in advance occasionally, but wasn't to be so. So tomorrow.
You've checked outside though? It's not just sat on the doorstep?
I've not actually. People outside just now.
It could be out there. Damn it.
Hey,
Take it, my copy. Bionic elbow out the window.
Just bit of news. Obviously, we've had over the last week or so some announcements from Ninty on the quality of life updates to Skyward Sword HD, which is out tomorrow. If you're watching this live now, it's out on the 16th of July. And they did like a video a few days ago with their sort of roundup of quality of life improvements. And they've sort of been drip feeding a few more of them actually over the sort of days that have been as we've been getting closer to the release date. So I was just going to run through them all pretty quickly. You can now silence Fee, and now call me old-fashioned, but all swords I think should be seen and not heard, unless it's in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, in which case singing swords fine. And now it's got a new control scheme as well. So if you're not into waggling, or if you're like our dear friend Ben here, who lives as an exhibit in the Tate, but is also weirdly self-conscious about it, then this might be for you. What's going on about that, Ben? You actually live in the Tate? What was that about?
I don't live in the Tate. I know it looks like.
Oh, you don't? Oh, it's another one of your sort of sarcastic things. My bad.
Yeah. Don't trust the word I say.
You're an enigma. You're an enigma.
Yeah.
So now you can fast forward dialogue and skip cutscenes as well, which is just pure smark juice, because I'm not a fan of cutscenes or dialogue in movies. Also, pure smart joint is available to purchase after this recording. There is it could be anything. It could be anything. You dirty bastards.
We know what it is.
No item collect explanations. Now this is a big one. Everyone's been very excited about this. You know, in a old school 3D Zelda game, you go and pick up a rupee. It says, "You have picked up a rupee," and you're like, "Yes, I knew it was a bloody rupee. That's why I walked into it. If it was like something else, I wouldn't have walked into it. I wanted the rupee. Don't tell me, you bastard." So yeah, that's gone. Brilliant. Auto saves. Yep, this is one that they've sort of told us about afterwards. Auto saves are present, so if you drop your Switch into like a crag or a craggy crag, your Switch might be doomed, but at least you've still got that save file.
Is the Craggy Crag where you get smart juice from?
I don't want to comment on that. The origins of smart juice will not be revealed. It values it. Tutorials can also be skipped as well now. So people who played the game, you know, hundreds of times on their Wii, who don't want to revisit all the tutorials, like this is how you roll, this is how you slash with your sword. You can now skip all that. Brilliant.
I think the people that have played the game hundreds of times on their Wii have probably all killed themselves by now.
Yeah, they're all locked up, or you're right, they've killed themselves. Yeah, or you know, or potentially both. Full exciting one from the last couple of days. Full camera controls have been added.
Yes.
So with the original, yes. So with the Wii remote and the nunchuck before, the camera controls were very limited. You only had certain angles. But now you've got full swivel. And it's not quite like having a swivel wing back or performing a swivel wing back. Fans of last week's episode. But it'll do, you know. You can move the camera around. You can see all the angles. You know, you can zoom in on Link, see different bits.
You can see all the angles. Whoa!
You can see all. Yeah, whoa! Every angle.
There's
There's
a caveat though, isn't there, with the camera control? In that, if you're using the right stick to control the sword, I think it's the left bumper. You have to hold in the left bumper to control the camera, and then if you release the left bumper, then you control the sword again.
Yeah, so if you're going to be like sitting in the Tate and playing it and like not waggling, then you're going to be playing it like that, and that is a bit of a limitation. But I think the cameras, there's usually in a Zelda game, there's a button that will track the camera from behind you pointing forwards anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but we'll see. And there's one other one I just want to mention, and this is the one that the controversial one, because this one is locked to the amiibo still, and they've not unlocked that from the amiibo. So if you bought the Skyloft amiibo, you will be able to return back to the sky.
You look like you were reaching for the amiibo then. I was like, oh my god, he's got it. But
I've got it already. No, weirdly enough, a book fell over and I had to pick up and put it back into position. Just fell over on its own. It's a bit creepy, actually.
Have you got them like stood up like action men? Book.
Yeah, they're all just individually like leaning like this. Anyway, so that's it really. There's one other. So if you want that last one, if you want to be able to return back to the sky, you will have to pay Nintendo for another little bit of plastic. Use your hard-earned cash on that for some sculpted plastic, which is what I did yesterday because I'm a sucker. And it will be coming tomorrow.
Did you buy it from Nintendo? As in on the website?
Bought it on Game, I think.
Oh, okay. Because if you bought it from Nintendo directly, you get added to a raffle to win an extra bit of tat. Like a statue of Link and his Loftwing. And the
that would be nice, but... okay, well, it's already on the way to me now, so I'm screwed either way.
That's fine.
The game is currently sitting at... 82 on Metacritic, so it has quite a nice roundup of reviews. I was quite pleased about that because I was sort of expecting this sort of like old game, you know, 10 years old or whatever. I was expecting it to sort of sit in the 70s, but we'll see. You know, more reviews, it might drop, but it's still quite high at the moment. People seem quite happy with it, and I'll be picking it up tomorrow.
Lovely. Me as well. I've gone all in Joy-Con game and Amiibo. What about you guys, Dan, Ben?
Cancelled it. Both of them.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like sitting pretty this month.
Yeah, I've gone for the game.
I've got like
just the game.
110 quid in my game account and I've not bought any games. I'm doing well.
Saving up for OLED?
No. It's only the 15th though, so we'll see. Plus you can't pre-order them anymore anywhere. I did try before.
Okay.
Not good.
Oh, okay. Last up is Steam have announced they're releasing a Game Gear. That's what it looks like. That's all I can see is a Game Gear with a bigger screen, and it looks the exact same. It looks same size. It looks like it smash windows with a thing. It looks. I mean, it does look cool. But
So, go on, Ben.
you
Yes. So Valve are releasing this Switch basically that plays Steam games. It looks rubbish, but if it plays games well and off an SSD, then that's pretty cool. I mean, it could be like we've often said, Nintendo can't divide their user base by releasing a powerful Switch. But it looks like Valve might have got in ahead of them and released a handheld that can actually perform really well and play high-end games. So maybe, could be a Switch killer. It just doesn't have that kind of. It's not as desirable as the Switch.
Yeah.
Like put that side to side with the OLED model, and it just looks like a.
It still looks pretty cool. It looks
Cobbled
like
together thing.
track
but-
pads.
I don't know. I mean,
what would be
the look of it is shite, but the actual, I think the price point, I think it varies from like $350 up to maybe £600 for the full bells and whistles one.
Yeah, $399 to
it's not-
$649.
Not crazy money.
It's not, but then like what's actually inside it is a bit weird. So you get the 399, so you've got 64 gigabytes of storage. The next model up from that costs $529. Packs faster storage courtesy of 256 gigabyte PCI 3.0 SSD. Also comes with an exclusive Steam community profile bundle. But the top tier version is $649, includes 512 gigabytes SSD. That's high speed, although it's still a PCI E3.0 drive. In addition, the model screen features premium anti-glare etched glass. That seems a bit fucking shit. So, like, the best version of it gets a better glass, a better SSD that's faster. Like, for $649, you could get a very good graphics card for your PC.
You could, but you couldn't play it on the toilet.
You couldn't. Well, you could if you wanted to, but it'd just be a little bit more awkward than normal things. And you can already reserve them, but there's a fee that's attached to them.
And they sell in a dock, aren't they, as well? So you can actually.
Okay.
It is basically a Switch. You can dock it and play it on your TV.
It does look good. I mean, it's an interesting piece of kit. It's just a very premium version of something that I'm not especially looking for I'm not looking for another Vita. I think that's basically what this is. It's like it is a premium version of what a Nintendo handheld does, and I just don't need it. I'm trying to look at the actual screen size.
I don't think it's got mass appeal like the Switch has. I think that's the problem. It's still going to be a niche, nerdy product, isn't it? It's still just a PC in handheld form.
Yeah.
And
How's this for? I was going to say, how's this for battery range? The 40 watt-hour battery inside the Steam Deck offers 2 to 8 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
Because what I don't, because why can't you just?
When you go.
Yeah, carry on. No,
All I was going to say is the two things I was worried about when I first seen it. I think it looks really nice. It does look really premium. Was on what would be the Joy-Cons. It looks really, really cramped up the top. There's the analog sticks, some buttons, and a D-pad, all within like an inch or something like that. Yeah. And also the battery life. I couldn't see any information on the battery life, but if you're saying it's between 2 and 8 hours, I'd love to know what's going to last 8 hours. It can't be a very high performing game because it was like. Yeah. It was like the showing folk playing Jedi Fallen Order on it. That's not going to last long.
Annoyingly,
not going to last long.
Yeah, annoyingly though, the fucking dock itself, like you were just saying there, has a better stats than the Switch one, like we were saying last week. So it has DisplayPort 1.4 and HDMI 2.0 and an Ethernet jack. So The dock via the USB-C display port will support video output in 4K at 120 Hz or 8K at 60 Hz. Although considering the power of the Steam Deck's components, it's exceedingly unlikely that could natively run games at those resolutions. So it's going to need some sort of shift, I presume, from an online source. But yeah,
Or they release an even more premium one.
Well,
this
you've
time
got to buy the
next year.
dock separate as well.
Yeah.
So that's 600. That's
Is it-
top model of 649 plus whatever then you need to buy your buy your dock for. Bloody hell!
That's
It's
not listed,
interesting because there's like, it kind of goes back to the Netflix thing. There's obviously a lot of money in portable gaming now. The fact that Xbox are going all in on it, PlayStation not, but I think everyone else is like, there's clearly something there. And it's just it's an interesting way because obviously Steam, you can often get games a lot cheaper than you can on console.
Yeah. Point.
So there's an argument to be made that yes, you might pay more up front, but if you want to play AAA games day one, plus all the indies that most of us would normally play on our Switch, and we could probably get them cheaper on Steam. I don't know. It's like, I'm not convinced by it. My first thought was, good luck with that. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, there is a market there, but I just think it's not a big market, really. It's not going to beat the Switch, I don't think.
It runs on Linux, but interestingly as well, it's not a closed device, so Valve doesn't stop users from doing what they want with it, such as installing Windows and the Epic Game Store, and also Xbox Cloud Gaming is available in a web browser, so you could feasibly play games past through it as well.
Pretty cool.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's good.
Very interesting. I won't get one. I don't think I'll be an early adopter for it, but I'll be curious to see how they rate and how they review.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love a hands-on just to see what it's like side by side in comparison. I love it. In comparison to Switch. Yeah, be really keen to have a shot.
Cool.
Anything else in terms of news that you'd love to discuss?
No.
Nothing? All right. Let's move on to memory slot.
Find the button.
Memory slot. This week, what have we got for you? Let me read a little bit here. It's summer. It's warm outside. The birds are swaying. The trees are singing. What's the best summer video game memory you have? Ben, I'm going to come to you first.
You absolute dick. Well,
You've been going on about this all day. How excited you are to tell us your gaming.
True.
memories.
Great
in the
memory as
summer.
well. Great memory.
Yeah.
Spoiled for choice. Wow, so many. So summer holidays. We've all
Let's go
had them.
first, Ben.
I've got this. So summer holidays off school. I think I was the only one of my friends that had a Super Nintendo, and I used to get my friends around to play Super Bomberman, and we would just sit there like all day playing Super Bomberman. My mum would make us some lunch, then we'd go back play Super Bomberman some more. I had a multi-tap so that 4 people could come around. I could never quite muster 4 friends, but often it was just me and my teddies.
Often one of them was a teddy bear. Yeah.
Yeah. But I won. So yeah, I think that's probably the strongest one. When I try and cast my mind back to like what summer was like, it was initially like if I was by myself when I was extremely young, it was like playing Super Mario Brothers 3 during the day and then leaving it on overnight so I could come and play it again in the morning. So like leaving the NES on because obviously you couldn't save it. And I wanted to try and get as far as possible. So I was like to my parents, make sure you don't switch it off. And yeah, like just all day playing video games, like either by myself or playing Bomberman with my mates and all getting annoyed with each other. And now I'm doing that with my kids as well, playing Bomberman. They're both really into it. The older one's the baby, not so much. And that's quite nice because it's almost, it's giving me a bit of nostalgia and reliving those summer memories. Memories lot.
Nice. Well done. Damn. That was good. So I'll go next. And I'd like to start off just with, what is summer? Can we just define what summer
Oh my
is?
god.
It's when it's sunny outside, Lewis.
Yeah.
Sun
Right.
is this
It's when the
celestial
warmer.
body that warms most of the
That's
planet.
what the summertime is.
Yeah.
It's when
Yeah,
the
so
Earth tilts. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, so unlike Ben, I can't pull this out of the bag. I can't think of anything. So damn it. I mean, if I think back like much. I mean, I assume we've all got the same kind of memories. Ben just went for the kind of generic, probably just made up on the spot response, and all that was just absolute dog shit. I mean, I could just probably say I remember some summer days, balmy, like the heat was just really
Well, we
quite
know that's a lie.
oppressive heat. It was like 12, 13 degrees. It was really, really warm. I remember going up to my friends, and we would sit and play Mario Kart 64 all day. I would be Yoshi. I'd know my way around Yoshi Circuit, whatever the fuck it was called. And we'd try and do loads of different cheats. We would play that game. Then his brother would come in, ask if we wanted to play Killer Instinct, and then he would start to chew the cable of the Nintendo 64 controller. That is genuinely a true story.
Why was he chewing the cable?
That's a very good question. We never asked. I was too afraid in case he started chewing me.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I can't specifically think of a summertime. I think it's more generally for me, spending most of my time when I was younger playing my computer.
Lewis, can I just say, mate, we didn't ask for like a disturbing anecdote. We just wanted like a nice summer story about people playing it. Like Ben did a very good job there. It was like playing, and then he brought it into his kids. It was a lovely moment. And you talked about this very disturbing thing where you weren't quite sure what summer was.
Getting a chew off your
and then
best
someone was chewing a cable.
I panicked.
Okay.
I seen what Ben did, and I was like, I'm gonna have to go next.
So what? You
And I
bowled
panicked.
it, and then you would have to be scared if you chewed me. Gobble,
No,
gobble.
he did chew the cables.
You did chew the cable.
Why?
Did he do chew all the way through?
I don't know. It wasn't my brother. It was my friend's brother. I'd turn up to his house, and there'd literally be like a chew mark through the plastic.
And he was just chomping on it. He was just chomping on it.
How old was he?
25.
Just a giant hamster.
What? He wasn't really 20.
No, he was like 6 or 7.
Okay. Oh, I was like,
Like
okay,
that.
fair dues. Okay, all right.
He wasn't actually 25. Jesus.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah. So that's my
Don't know. Anything's possible at this point. Mate.
summer. That's my summertime video game memory.
Wow.
Who wants to go next?
Beat that, guys.
Go on, I'll go. So my memory was, I thought, more sincere because I was the one who asked the question. You absolute gobshites can be asked actually answering it with anything sensible.
Hey, mine was
Fuck off.
from the heart, mate.
It
Come
wasn't.
on.
Chris.
Mine was true.
Yeah, well,
Wayne
it was.
Clough, Martin Harper, Dylan Cox. If you're listening, back me up. You remember?
Wayne Clough though, shit macaroni.
What a callback, Lewis. Fair play.
Oh wow, look at him.
Oh, he's proud of that. Mark is completely befuddled by that.
I got nothing on that.
No,
When
we'll
was
explain
that?
later.
Oh dear.
So
That's
good.
brilliant.
That was it.
That is
Sorry,
brilliant.
Dan. Sorry.
It's all right, don't worry. Boris has been going off then.
Were those names though? Were they the names of your teddies?
Childhood friends.
Childhood friends.
Slash
Childhood
teddies.
friends / teddies. Yeah.
Final Fantasy X was my summer memory because I remember like one of my sisters had a June birthday, I had a July birthday, and I remember playing it for all of that summer in between it, and it was just like the perfect kind of like indoor game. Music was amazing to it, really really fun. And I had the guide to it, so I was like sat there using the guide. Just like a genuinely nice summer memory where I remember playing that game over and over again. So that was it. Really sincere, not weird, not getting to chew off anyone. Mark, over to you, mate. Did you get chew?
Oh, sorry. Oh, Dan. Oh, sorry, mate. So I thought you had more there because, like, you set this question,
Yeah.
but yours was like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
These guys have proper stories with like chewing cables and
Just
kids
conscious
and
of
teddy
time,
bears
Mark.
and
You know,
stuff.
just conscious of time. We're coming up to an hour already, and we've just been talking about Lewis getting a fucking chew.
Yeah. My thing. I was on a weird tropical island. This is going to sound like I would go to tropical islands all the time. I've literally been once, so don't get all like, oh, here's a tropical islands.
Hold on.
I've been once to a tropical island, and I took a laptop with me. I didn't have a console with me. I needed the bloody Steam Deck then actually because I had my laptop, and I thought, oh, you know what? I'll install a game to play while I'm there, and I installed Civilization 6 on Steam
It's coming back.
on my Mac.
Ooh.
Hello, what happened?
No, I can hear you.
Nothing.
All good.
Oh, I thought you said something.
Go on,
Okay.
go on.
And yeah, so there I was, and this is why I've never. So after that holiday, we were there a week. I never played Civilization 6 after that because, you know, it's beautiful weather. You know, there were giant hermit crabs like walking across the lawn. You know, geckos flying around, not flying actually, but running around. Geckos don't fly, and just newsflash for you guys. And
I'm learning so much.
But so I was playing Civilization 6, beautiful conditions, but I couldn't. My wife was telling me off, Mark, what are you doing? You're wasting a holiday playing this game. And it's true. I was like playing it for hours and hours and hours, completely addicted. Just, it's like crack. And so I've never played it again. And I know it's been on Switch. It's been on sale. I've been tempted by that sale. When it pops up and it's like 10 quid, I've thought back. I've thought, you know, I could be back on my tropical island again, just in my mind, smashing enemies on Civilization. But I haven't done it, you know, because it was a wasted part of that holiday. I could have been collecting coconuts and hermit crabs, chewing through cables. But yeah,
So
that's my summer.
that's quite a dark memory, I would say, as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because
you've ruined a holiday.
it sort of like not ruined the holiday. We had an amazing time, but you know, there were large
Christine.
chunks of it where I, yeah,
Christine,
yeah.
come and tell the truth.
Good. Well, that's
She goes out for the night every night from about 7. I don't know what she does.
But she pays for all of this. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was quite dark. I'm sorry about that, but there we go.
No. It's to be expected.
I mean, I'm apologies, Mark. On you go.
I was just going to say, when we arrived, I was sat under a coconut tree. And apparently, you shouldn't do that.
In case a coconut falls on your head.
Dangerous.
Yeah, a local came over and was like, "Don't sit there." Okay.
Then they sat down.
We moved, and later, yeah, later a coconut that actually fell right where we had been sitting. So
wow.
we could have been dead.
Did it explode?
That's
One of us.
a lovely sign off. So you've got
Great.
Lovely sign-off.
family, coconuts, cables, birthday parties. What's everyone else's favourite summertime memory? Tweet us or something. Stick it in the chat. We'll see what it is.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know. We're being very
Summertime
sincere
gaming.
right now. Summertime. Okay, shall we move on to pick up and play? Pick up and play, a section where we speak about things that we have bought or picked up and games that we've played. So this week I'm going to go first, and I'm going to pick up and play at the same time because I've picked nothing up. I'm being good, probably because I'm having to remortgage the house to get all the Zelda stuff. But I have been playing more Sea of Thieves, but I don't want to discuss it because I felt like we spent an hour and a half talking about it last week.
We did.
I've got
We
another
did.
question about Sea.
Yeah. Speak to me later.
Move on.
I've been playing a little while now, but I'd probably say more so in the last week is Pokemon Go, and I've become quite addicted to catching those little bastards. Can't explain why. Maybe it's because just over my shoulder there, just behind this curtain, is a Pokestop. So I've just been spinning that mother, getting loads of Pokeballs.
Chewing that cable.
Just chewing that cable. Chew the cable.
That needs to
Just
come in
chew that
rotation now, doesn't it? That phrase. That's
Yeah.
what you been doing today? Just chewing a cable.
Just chewing. What a tough day chewing the cable. Yeah, I can't really explain why. I've like clock frauding like a motherfucker at work, seeing what I can find. And there was I don't know if it's a community event, but it's like the 5th anniversary, and at the moment you've got to try and catch all 3 starters from every game. And I think it's finished at 8, and I had Chikorita left to catch, and I couldn't get it. That was a lovely throw. I also like doing that.
Yeah.
Doing a little spin and then watching
the spins,
it curve
yeah,
round. Oh, lovely.
the
It's just got
curveballs.
Ultra ball.
Nice.
Only because like
Charizard,
Charmeleon's
isn't it?
just
Charmander?
appeared outside. Like,
Charmeleon.
yeah.
I mean, I'll see what I've got outside just now. I
how
spent
many Pokemon
loads
have
of time.
Tell me.
How many
Got it.
in my decks? Or
It just in your decks, yeah. Oh, I didn't have that one. Didn't have a Charmeleon. There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Where does it tell you? Oh, I've caught 231 and I've seen 305.
Pokedex. I've caught 233 and I've seen 275.
Wow.
Well, you're obviously lying because there's only 151. So
How would you know? You've never played any of them.
I listen to you guys
Just-
now and again when you start talking about Pokemon. Picked
shut
up a
your-
few things.
Pretty little mouth. You've got a sword or shield, whatever one it is. Yeah. So I've been playing Pokemon Go.
Wow.
That's it.
That's quite dark as well.
That's it.
That's quite dark.
Ben, what have you picked up? What have you played?
Well, I'm gonna do pick up and play at the same time as well.
That's what I just asked you to do that. So yeah, okay. Thanks for following instructions.
Okay, good. So I have not played anything at all, other than a little bit of what I spoke about last week. A little bit more of Ghost of Tsushima and a little bit more Game Builder Garage, which is newsflash getting released in Europe. So the version is getting physically, and that will be called Game Builder Garage.
Does that include the UK?
I assume so. But no, I haven't played much other than that. But I have picked up quite a lot this week. So again, a callback to the memory slot. I picked up Super Bomberman R for the Switch.
Okay. How much?
That was like £22. Brand new, so not bad.
Good.
I already own it digitally, but I wanted to get it so that my sons can play it, even when my eldest is at his mum's house, so they can play it online together. So I thought it'd be quite nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. Also picked up Bravely Default 2, Lewis, for £25 from Smiths.
Eat sorcery.
Eat sorcery. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
Jesus.
a great one to own physically. Lovely little game.
I've still got the stickers of that. If you want the stickers, I kept the stickers and traded the game in because it was shit. It's a terrible game.
I completely agree, Dan.
It's good. It's all right if you just want to like chill out with a brainless game. So and you love that Bender.
Well, like
Have you guys played the first one?
Fantasy, can it?
No.
Or
Um,
Bravely Second.
no, not that either. And I'm also the third Switch game I've picked up this week. Speaking of shit accents and RPGs, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is pretty rare at the moment.
It's hard to get.
I've waited about 2 months for this to arrive. And,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got it. I got it for a reasonable price as well. It's sealed.
£900,000.
I might even keep it sealed. Getting back to what we were talking about earlier,
cool.
because I do already own it digitally, so I don't need to open it. And I think the points would have expired by now because it's quite an old game. So there's no point in opening it. So I might as well just keep it sealed. See what happens. Maybe it'll be worth a bit.
Pre-owned copying game today, and I was tempted because I did think I didn't give it long enough, but then it was just like I was playing it, and then what they called the swords, or just the women with the giant baps in it, and you're just like, can't justify this game.
Are they called drivers?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's something pervy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
What on Bionis is that?
my main pickup this week though is a bit of hardware, the Nintendo 2DS XL.
Lovely.
Which
Beautiful,
I got in the black and lime. I've been playing a bit of Mario Golf there. Only a few rounds of Mario
Those are
Golf.
lovely.
There we
So
are.
good.
It's such a lovely little piece of kit.
Yeah.
I didn't give the 3DS a chance because I got it quite near to when the Switch released, like only literally a few months beforehand. And I was a bit, obviously, as soon as the Switch came out, that just seemed crap. But now there's such a library of games to go back to. Bravely Default, Mark, as you said, would be a good one. Had a lot of
I've
recommendations.
actually played Bravely Default.
Well, there you go. And I've even picked
not a
up
bad game.
another callback. I've even picked up Pokemon Sun today.
wow.
Literally want to pick that up
Yeah.
from Argos because it's only like a tenner in Argos at the moment.
Yeah.
Deal that. Great deal.
So I'll give that a go. And that's it. I'm just looking forward to. I don't know whether to hack it and put a load of like retro games on it or something. I don't know if I can be asked.
Are they easy tack? Is it?
It's not the easiest. So I've hacked my Super Nintendo Mini
Okay.
and the NES Mini, and that was easy. But I think this is a little bit more complicated. There's a little bit more chance of bricking it. So yeah, I don't know. I'll see. I might just collect a few games for it and keep it as a nice little.
Was it?
Did you add money to it?
No,
Lewis first. He asked, "Did you add money to it?"
I have not yet, but I did pop into Sainsbury's earlier and got myself a £15 eShop
dear.
card so that I can add money to it because I can't just go on and put my credit card details.
No, but you can
on the
you can put
3DS.
that on the Switch. And it should feed through.
Forgot about
If
that.
you follow the instructions, Ben. See, last time when I asked you a
Alright.
simple question about a game, and you were like, "Okay, be arsed," and then you asked how to put money on your 3D. I was like, "Oh, you can do this, you can do that, you can
Gave
even
me
put it on your
details.
Switch." It took me ages to type it out.
I did. Fair play to you. I will try that out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying a few oldie games. Dan, you have a question.
Thank you. Cheers, Lewis. Thank you for doing that. My question is, did you get it secondhand? And if so, where did you
Yes.
get it from, please?
I just got it off eBay.
Okay,
For
Can you spell that for me?
For £100.
Okay.
Roughly, and it does kind of stick in my craw a little bit because I can remember being in Curry's not too long ago and seeing this exact model that came with like Mario Kart 7, and it was down to about £80, and I thought,
Yeah.
I'm never going to play that shit.
Did it come with the AR cards?
It didn't come with anything at all other than the
No.
charger. It didn't even have the micro SD that it basically needs in
No.
order to So it's pretty bare bones, but it's in good nick. And yeah, looking forward to loading it up with. I think I might get like Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages. Give them a go because I've never played those ones.
We should be friends.
Can we be friends?
We can be friends.
Oh, let's be friends.
Oh,
Mark, you've got one of these as well, haven't you?
yeah. I've got the Majora's Mask 3DS XL Classic.
Oh, come on.
Jelly.
Lovely. Yeah, we can all be friends on there.
Dan
It's
is-
a lovely little console. Though.
Dan is ordering one as we speak.
I'm literally.
Yeah, he's
there's,
getting one now, isn't he? He's getting one.
there's a guy on a Facebook Marketplace that's selling one in Liverpool, and he's been selling it for about 2 months, and it's one of the Pokeball ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
It's not kind of show very properly.
That is a really nice one. How much is that?
But he's selling it for. We had it for $250 for about a month, and we basically got a really
That's
good friendship now. I've just been messaging him, going like, "Whoa, it's $250." He's like, "Yeah, it goes for cheaper it goes for more on eBay." And I've gone back on. He's dropped it to $220, so I think I might be.
Nice.
So I keep on offering him 150 quid. I'm just like, come on.
Holding out. Yeah.
I said, "Hi Adrian, it's still available and it's $250 the lowest you'll take. Thanks." Hi, still available, and yes, that's the lowest I'll go, and that was on June the 15th, and now on July the 1st, he's reduced it to 220. So I'm gonna go in at 150 again. Hi Adrian, it's me.
Me again. Yeah.
Lovely. Nice pickups. Smarky Mark, hope yourself.
Yeah, well, I can't really
Pickups
follow
and
those
play.
hefty pickups. It's exciting stuff. Yeah, pickup. I bought the vouchers for Nintendo Online because I'm a digital monster, a Digimon, if you will.
Whoa.
And
Nice.
I did you like that? I've
Yeah.
been prepping that all day. Yeah, I say day, week. And 84 quid gets you 2 games. So I'll get Skyward Sword and another one yet to be determined. Might be Pikmin.
Hold the phone. So they're still doing that. The digital.
Yeah, they've been rocking it the whole time. Every time. That's how I get all of my first party games, unless they hit a sale. So I was thinking about getting Skyward Sword and then pre-ordering Metroid Dread because it will get me that for 42 and I'll be able to get it day one. So that's quite sweet. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's my pickup. Really, haven't played it yet because I can't. But tomorrow I will. And what have I been playing? We were given a code for Plague Tale, so I should continue to talk about that. We heard last week all about my, killing boars, tiny boars with my slingshot. I've continued the story. It's very linear, the game. I forgot that these sort of more sort of PlayStation-y games can be very linear like this, where it's just taking you through the story. And I don't know if it's the tutorial or it's going to sort of open up a little bit. But so far, I'm just sort of moving from story beat to story beat. The other thing I sort of forgot, because I'm so used to just playing sort of quite sort of first-party Nintendo games, is that in these sorts of things where the graphics, the background graphics are so nice, and I'll talk about the cloud performance in a minute, but where the background graphics are so nice, you're not really interacting with the world in the same way as like in... if you compare it, I mean, this is a big comparison, big difference in comparison. Think about something like Luigi's Mansion, or even imagine something like an open world game like Ghost of Tsushima or something. You're interacting with more parts of the world, but this, you're sort of doing the thing, and it feels like there's a backdrop and you're moving through it. But performance-wise, really impressed actually so far with the cloud performance. I've now got into some quite sort of fast-paced scenes. There's a couple of scenes where there's one scene where you've got to sprint through. There's quite a lot going on with like people chasing you, enemies chasing you, and things crossing the path. And the switches and the cloud aspect of it has kept up completely. No issues at all. So that's fantastic, actually. So this has actually sold me on the whole concept of cloud gaming as a concept, really. I probably would... I was sort of a bit disheartened by Control when I played the demo, because it just didn't quite feel right. It was a bit graphically crappy, but this feels awesome, and I'm really enjoying it so far. No more boars killed. But there's been a few sort of harrowing moments because it's quite stealth oriented, where you're like sneaking through undergrowth and like leading the child through. If you get seen or the child gets seen, you are just like, you're killed in one hit. So it's quite sort of violent, but yeah, it's a good game. Enjoying it so far, and I'll be reviewing it fully once I've sort of got a bit further in the game.
Nice.
Can I just earlier on, you kind of you had a pop at cloud gaming, and
well, no, technically you did.
I had a pretend one, and then he had a real one.
That's what I.
Unless that was sarcasm as well, Mark, and you've twisted my
No, it's not so much the cloud gaming aspect, like streaming the games via a service like that, completely fine. I like the hardware to be sort of a little bit, I don't know, I need to be drawn to the hardware, and there's something about like the 2DS you just showed me there.
Yeah,
there's something very tangible and chunky and fun looking about it that sort of I've always enjoyed that about most of, not all, but most of the Nintendo stuff and some of the other consoles as well. But there's something a little bit soulless about the game systems that I've seen so far that I just, for this sort of cloud streaming thing. But I was kind of being a little bit tongue-in-cheek about it being completely soulless. Obviously, it's a great way for people to play games, Netflix, etc. But it's probably just not so much for me. I don't have the time or the inclination to be doing all that as well as the gaming I'm doing on the systems I've got. But it's out there for people.
I get you. I'm glad I asked because I think I completely agree. Like I'm not against the concept of cloud gaming, but I do still like that that tangible factor. Like the Switch is just a nice. I want to pick it up and I want to play on it, whether that's a game, a digital game, or a physical game, or a streamed game. It's just I get you, man.
I generally also play quite a lot of like couch gaming here, where Christine and I, or sometimes my brothers and things, well, prior to COVID, we just pop off some Joy-Cons, and crack on some multiplayer gaming. And that's because like what you're talking about with the summer of gaming. I want to chew some cable with some 25-year-old rabbits. And when you're like there in that, like you're talking about playing Super Bomberman with your kids, there's something so great about that. So I just love it so much, and it's difficult for me to truly let that go. I've never really got into online gaming in the same way at all, actually, compared to like local multiplayer. Still really excites me, and I get so much fun from it. So yeah, there's something a little bit. I'm not against it. It's just kind of like probably not for me, but it's great, And the playing this Plague Tale has given me an inkling into crap, this is a way we can get these better games. I can get them on my Switch. Maybe they'll be streaming to my Game and Watch next week. Who knows?
Maybe. I think when it comes to streaming games though, and they're kind of charging £35, it feels a bit.
Yeah, I've got to say
the
concept of Control having the demo, I really appreciated that, because if they hadn't have done that, because of the the critical acclaim and the appreciation of a game like Control, I might have just bought it thinking I'll give this a whirl and then potentially be disappointed. So having that as a demo was a good way of doing it. So this Plague Tale thing, not having a demo where people, because you want to be able to test your connection and how well it runs. Completely agree.
Cool. Lovely. Mr. Ward, and I pass over to you.
So, I haven't bought anything. I did write in it, nip into game at lunch, lol. I did go to game, and it was shit, the new game. It's not very good. So, Liverpool City Centre, not impressed. It's really weird. It's got like hard wood floor and just lost its soul a little bit. And
is it in another shop?
It is. It's like changed. It's gone down by 3 stores, so it's in between a Greggs and a CEX. And I was like,
handy.
Yeah, wait, it's quite good. Like to say the Holy Triumvirate, so I'll go with it. But I was devastated.
Buy handies
as well.
now.
What? Sorry.
You can buy handies.
Not in Scotland, mate. In Liverpool. Want one of them? Go home. You throw me off now. Didn't do this to you before, did I? Yeah, okay, so I went in there, and I think it was more disappointment at the fact that I saw Dragon Quest XI for £15 that we all then verified on game, but it was sold out, which was annoying, because I was like, that is a very good price for that game. And
I thought you already owned that.
I did trade it in. Got 36 quid for it, and I was like...
Pretty good.
So I was like, for 15 quid... Everyone seems to rave on it, and I just never gelled with it too much. So I was like, yeah, I could proper give it a go. So,
what do you gel with, Dan? Fucking hell.
I know, mate. I do try. So I bought nothing, Ben. Anyway, this week, absolutely fuck all, which is a good thing. And all I've really played is Paladins, and I've talked about that quite a bit, so I don't really need to go into too much detail, but it's a hero shooter. A very, very fun game to play.
Nice. Not played it, so I'd be keen to have a little go. Have a little play with you.
If you want to rock with our clan, it's cool. Yeah.
If you'll
You've got a high-end PC, Lewis.
You can play it on Switch, and it's crossplay.
Wow.
Is it? It is. I don't know anything that's by crossplay. Okay.
All right, delightful. Let's move on to the multi-award winning game, Mario or Smario.
What's in your pockets?
Hey.
Oh.
You play the game that you never play. It's all the same. It's all the same. You play the game every time we play. It's Mario, baby.
Welcome to Mario or Smario HD edition. Mario or Smario is the game where I present 4 bits of video game trivia, one of which is utter shit. And the quote-unquote experts here today have to work out which one of them is the shit one. And if you listen to last week's show, you'll know that I like things in multiples. So this week, we have 2 rounds. Double the chance to crash and burn live on air. No pressure, though. I've decided also to keep a record of the scores going forward. And at the end of the year, there will be a grand ranking ceremony. Ranking ceremony, people.
Ranking. Okay.
With a prize for the winner.
It's a fact
And
on the floor
Dan
over again.
is in the lead so far with 100%. Will he stumble and fall today or emerge victorious? Let's find out.
We can only
Are we
hope.
ready, lads?
Born ready?
And born ready, yes. Now this week, I've also changed it a little bit again because I couldn't do it alphabetical again because it would just be unfair. You know, Ben would always be going first. So
Unfair, yeah.
I've got my randomizing tool, little bits of paper with your names on them. Now you might be thinking, there's only 3 bits of paper, but guess what? There are 6 bits of paper because each name has an alter ego. So there is Spen, Sluis, and Stan. If I draw one of those, you can choose who answers first. Okay.
Nice.
Ooh,
Makes
I
sense?
like it.
Yeah.
Twist.
Okay. Right. So today we are playing Mario or Smario, and this week's Mario or Smario is Tetris or Stetris.
Right.
And right, Sluis has been drawn first. So,
Ooh.
Sluis, you can either go first, or you can nominate one of these other 2 losers to go first.
Yeah, okay.
How you got there?
Sorry, it's overcome with emotion. Apologies. Yeah, I'd like to
You're too excited.
nominate Ben to go first, please.
That's a dick.
Okay. And where can I drop in the text in this? I've only ever done it on.
Oh, good
WhatsApp
point.
us? Can you WhatsApp? Oh, no, you can't. Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can.
I-
yeah, you can WhatsApp us, can't you?
Have you got WhatsApp?
Yeah, I can WhatsApp you. No problem. Okay, so I'll read them and then I'll drop them in.
I'll
Okay.
turn my phone on.
Round 1. The name
Nice, Ben.
Tetris or Stetris. Round 1. The name Tetris is taken from the name of a building in Moscow that the developer witnessed being demolished. Number 2. Only 10 copies of Tetris for the Mega Drive were ever manufactured. Number 3. Tetris holds the world record for most ported video game. And number 4. In a thesis on the subject, an academic determined that it's not possible to play Tetris forever. And as chosen by Sluis, Ben, you, my friend, are up first. I will drop these in. They're now dropped in to WhatsApp for you.
Sorry, can you clarify the 4th one, please? Can you just repeat that?
Yep. So in a thesis on the subject, an academic determined that it's not possible to play Tetris forever.
Okay, because originally
And
you
not-
said
and not because you-
not possible.
Yeah,
That threw me off.
You know, it just says not possible, and I don't mean because like you're going to die or whatever,
Right.
or you're going to run out of batteries. I mean,
Just eventually
within
it will...
within the confines of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now because this is competitive and there's a prize to play for, I don't want to kind of reveal my thinking. I don't want to show my working too much,
Well, that's why you've gone first,
well-
Ben, isn't it?
which makes it less interesting for everyone, isn't it?
But to be fair, last week you never really went first. Mark came to you and you went, I don't know. And then Dan went.
And to be brutally
and went,
honest,
oh, I don't know, and then you went.
Yeah.
literally, I won't take any of your advice.
And to be fair, the prize, I mean, you're getting excited about the prize already, but it is just it's a mug with a chip in it with my face on it. So don't get too excited.
Ooh.
A chip, as in, just
Oh, no,
talk
it's
to me about what type of chip. Are we talking a chip in the ceramic? Are we talking...
Yeah.
I'm not laughing. Tell me what the chip... No, sorry.
It's just, just a little piece missing.
Okay.
Piece missing. Sorry.
Right, okay. My thinking is it's one of the first 2. One of the first 2 are the Smario. That's my initial thoughts. Anyone else's initial thoughts?
All right.
with
Well,
the group.
we'll let you. I would like you to share your thoughts a little bit on each one, if you could, Ben. Because
Sure.
the downside of going first. This is the downside of Sluis being you losing out to Sluis, and he gets
Yeah.
to select you. So you have to tell us your thinking.
Well,
Don't reveal too much, but we
Well,
need
I
to
think-
know reasons.
I think number 4 is extremely believable. I think it's the sort of game that people would study and would think, oh, is this infinitely playable? So I believe that completely. Number 3, again, it's been ported to everything. I know there's a lot of question marks over who owns the license and about 30 different companies own the license for it, and so hence it's been put in various forms on every single platform you can imagine. So I believe that it's the most ported game ever. Number 2, 10 copies manufactured for the Mega Drive. I mean, that sounds very unbelievable. Like, why? What? I can't think what the scenario would be, why that would happen. And then the first one, Tetris is taken from the name of a building in Moscow that the developer witnessed being demolished. I just don't believe it. I can't think why, but I just don't think that's true. So it's one of the first two.
Okay.
For me.
All right. Well, you can plump for one a bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've just drawn the next one, and that has got your name on it, Ben. So you can choose who goes next.
Amazing. I'll choose Dan again then, please.
What do you mean again? Okay. So
Lewis isn't a threat.
he's just glazed over.
Silent horse.
I'm
humming to
thinking of
himself.
pudding. Okay, so the name Tetris is taken from the name of a building in Moscow that the developer witnessed being demolished. Kind of with Ben on that point. Number 2, only 10 copies of Tetris for the Mega Drive were ever manufactured. Maybe it was competition ones. I don't know, maybe. Still, 10 sounds too few. Number 3, Tetris holds the world record for most ported video game. I reckon that's true. In a thesis on the subject, sounds like a very Marx sentence. In a thesis on the subject, what subject? An academic determined that it's not possible to play Tetris forever.
Pardon me.
I'm thinking 4, but I'm gonna reserve myself until Lewis has popped off.
Yeah, so I think I kind of the way you said that there, when you said what subject, would make me think that's taken from an article or something. So that would say to me that potentially it could be true.
Or Mark was just tired.
There is also that. But also, to quote Ben, yeah, I can see someone doing a thesis on this. And then also, 3, thank you, also has been ported to everything. I hope that includes Tetrisphere. Rubbish. 10 copies sounds like they maybe made a mistake or something. I'm not sure. I think I agree with Ben in the fact that it's one of the first 2. They seem the least likely. I know which one I'm leaning towards.
All right. Okay, Ben, you've got to choose now, mate.
All right, I'm going to go for number 2. 10 copies.
Just went before we started.
Fucking hell.
So, straight in.
And Dan, next, please.
What's Ben gone for? 2?
Yeah.
1.
See, he made out, Lewis, like he was going to go for 4, and he's gone for 1. Don't let him throw you off.
All right, it's not changed my answer. It's not changed my answer.
And Lewis, which one?
1.
Okay. This is exciting. Okay, well, I will now give you the answers.
Benny Big Fingers or Benny Bad Guesser? Which one's it going to be?
So I'll do these in reverse order, I think. In a thesis on the subject, academics, it's not possible to play Tetris forever. That's a Mario. That's true. The question was, would it be possible to play forever? And some dude worked out in 1992 that eventually you just get the wrong configurations, that you wouldn't be able to stack them, and then you couldn't play it forever. So that's true. Yeah, so that's why. Tetris holds the world record. Yep, and so as of when that record was given in 2010, it was 65 ports, and so that's true. So it's between number 2 and number 1. Number 2, only 10 copies of Tetris for the Mega Drive were ever manufactured. This you chose this one, didn't you, Ben?
Yeah.
This one is a Mario. This one is true.
Fucker.
So
Well
that's
done.
correct. Because of licensing and the debates about ownership and all the rest of it. Sega for the Genesis / Mega Drive, they only ever made 10 copies, and they are worth a stinking fortune.
Stupid.
Just
I even mentioned all the licensing stuff. Silly.
you did, and then you didn't know the reason. Didn't connect the dots.
He did not.
Annoying.
No, you didn't. So that leaves
Not happy.
Dan and Lewis as this week's winners of round 1 of Tetris or Tetris. The name Tetris is not taken from the name of a building in Moscow that the developer witnessed being demolished. That is complete and utter smart bullshit. Completely pulled out of my ass. So, well done, you guys. So, Dan, you're currently on 200%, mate. 2 for 2.
Wow.
Lewis has got 1, and Ben, big fat 0. Right, moving on to round 2.
Oh, it's another round. By the way, Alex in the chat guessed 1 as well, just for reference.
Oh, well
done,
fucking
Alex.
done, Alex.
Well done, Alex. Good work, mate.
for
Good
Ben.
work. Okay. A little bit awkward for Ben.
What's
but,
in your
you know,
pockets
there's
was
every
a better
chance.
game, wasn't it?
Right, round 2. Number 1, a Tetris film is in the works. Originally planned as a trilogy of epic sci-fi films, it's now going to be a legal drama. Number 2, Tetris holds the world record for largest architectural video game display after a version was created using a 29-story building. Number 3, the instruction manual for the NES version provides names for the Tetraminos. Examples include Orange Ricky, Hero, and Smash Boy. Number 4, the developer Alexei Pajitnov has described his creation as, quote, an electronic ambassador of benevolence. Dropping those in now for you guys, and I will now decide. We will now find out who's going to go first.
Come on.
With my randomizer, my expensive randomizer.
Okay.
So we have got not a Lewis, but a Lewis. So Lewis, you're going first, mate.
Okay. Okay, well, I think a Tetris film, it does seem like the kind of thing that would happen, a big boardroom full of people throwing ideas around, oh, I'll have a Tetris film, okay, let's do this, let's do that, and then eventually it ends up as some legal drama. I can just see it happening, you know? Too many cooks and all that. Tetris holds a world record for largest architectural video game display after a version. I mean, that one seems plausible. Maybe something in the early 90s or something like that when the tune was an earworm for everyone. I'm pretty sure number 3 is right because I think the Tetraminos do all have names, and I'm sure I recognise them, but then maybe not. And the developer said it's an electronic ambassador of benevolence. Sounds like a kind of wanky thing that a developer might come out with. I don't know.
So they're all real then?
Yeah, they're all real.
They're all real.
They're all
Right. Lewis, you going to pick one or are you going to wait a few minutes?
Yeah, come back to me.
Come back. Right, so next up. Ben, you're next, mate.
It's 1.
Okay, well, thank you for your thoughts. It's been a pleasure having you here today. Can you give us your reasonings and your thoughts on any of them?
No.
Okay. He didn't listen or read any of them.
No, I
He's
just want to go.
saying a number
Just want to
now.
go to bed. All right. No.
He's going to sleep.
I think 2, 3, and 4 are believable.
Oh, real.
So
The best reason ever. Yeah, okay.
yeah, simple as that.
And Dan, you're next, mate.
So, a Tetris film is in the works doesn't sound right. It's not going to be a legal drama. It sounds almost like too fake to be wrong, though. I think that's my headspace with it. And after Ben being like, it's one.
Don't trust me, mate. I've got 0.
I don't trust you. That's why.
But if it
Tetris
was
is
going to
not-
be a film, it would definitely be a legal drama.
Called Tetris.
Can we not?
No, but it could be about the
Sorry,
legal.
Ben. This is my turn. Just to let you. So
No, there's no chatting amongst yourselves in Mario Smario. Ben, you
he's
might
just
get
trying to
disqualified
get
at
me.
this
He's
point.
trying to rattle me.
That's a yellow card.
Thanks, Mark. Cheers, mate. Tetris holds the world
Go on,
record
you're
for
up, Dan. You're up.
Tetris holds the world record for largest architectural video game display in quotes. After a version was created using a 29-story building. 29 stories is high. The instruction manual for the NES version provides names for the Tetraminos. Examples include Orange Ricky. Can you final caution to him, please, before he gets a red card? Orange Ricky, Hero, and Smash Boy. And the developer Alexi has described his creation as an electronic ambassador of benevolence. Sounds right. Okay.
Lewis, but before Dan chooses, you've got to choose now, mate.
4. Electronic
And
ambassador of benevolence is what I'm going for.
Because Ben's going to pick the same one as me.
Yeah. Problem is now because he's like 200. You know, he's rocking right at the top here.
Yeah, 2.
It's a long way to fall from here. 2. Right. Let's do these. This is tense. Right.
What did Ben go for?
Let's do these. Ben chose 1. Ben chose Tetris film in the works. You're sticking with that, Dan? Because you sound unsure there.
Moved away from the microphone.
You're sticking to. Yeah,
Am I allowed to change my mind?
Okay, so.
Okay.
Were you going to?
No.
I wouldn't have thought so. No. You stick with it. No, I was just curious if he was going to. Okay. We will do number 4 first. The developer Alexei Pajitnov has described his creation as an electronic ambassador of benevolence. I'm sorry, Lewis, but that's true, mate.
Yes.
Quite all right. Quite all right.
Knocked out the main competition.
He did, in fact. Yeah, yeah, he did, in fact, do that. I think just because of all, a lot of the criticisms of the game were from the US. Were like, it's come out of the Soviet era. So he was saying that this can build bridges, not with Tetris pieces though, just metaphorical bridges. And we will go to number 3 next. The instruction manual for the NES gave names: Orange Ricky, Hero, Smash Boy, etc. That one, I'm afraid, guys, is the Smario.
Oh, is it?
Clean sweep. Yeah, that one was actually a hoax that was circulated relatively recently. So if you look around on the interwebs, it does say that, but it's just complete and utter bullshit.
That's where we heard the names.
They don't have names. They do not have names.
That's interesting.
Damn.
So number 2, they did actually build a giant architectural video game display, and it measured 11,101 meters squared and was achieved by massive. It's a 29-story building in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You can look it up. The light grid on each side of the office building was made up of 460 LED lights on a 20 by 23 pixel screen, and was made controllable by a computer remotely connected to the building's own network. So you could play a massive game of Tetris on the side of the building. So that's true. And Ben chose the film as fiction, as a Smario. That one is also true. It was originally planned as a trilogy of epic sci-fi films, but it's now going to be a legal drama starring Taron Egerton, and will be a legal drama about all of the same right stuff that you mentioned as well.
If that film never sees the light of day, though, can I get my point back?
No, because it just says in the works. That's why I wrote it like that. Yeah, you got to be careful with these, mate. Got to be careful.
Can't catch a break.
Mark.
Did Alex choose?
Alex went for 4, and then he said no 2.
Okay. So double whammy of failure. Okay. Sorry, Dan.
Lovely.
What? How many points is Lewis on?
So Lewis, I don't think Lewis has got any points at this point in time. I'm afraid.
Okay.
Lewis.
I thought you had 1.
No, Lewis
got
one, isn't it? You got him and Dan.
Mate. You're absolutely right. Him and Dan got the first one.
Sorry, we're going to need to keep on
not-
top of this. Make sure that he's...
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Mark.
My spreadsheet's not looking
Everyone's got 1 point.
Mark, how many points has Ben got?
Ben's got 1 point,
He has.
and you've got 2 points.
Ben didn't
Fair.
get anything.
Fair.
Ben got 0. Ben got 0.
Ben's definitely on 0.
He's definitely on 0. Yeah, you go, Ben.
Thanks for clarifying, Dan.
Pleasure, mate.
I'm glad we did clarify because...
Miss.
Yeah, I have actually written the answers down, but I haven't calculated them all yet. So they are. It's
That's
a good
quite
job.
a
It's a good
tricky
job you did ask.
calculation there.
It's a calculation.
And what's
Just got
the
all the numbers.
what date are we going to decide? Is it sort of Christmas time? Our Christmas special. We'll have the winner.
It will be end of the year, so it'll be like
Okay.
Christmas, New Year sort
I
of
got
time. We will
time.
have a final. You got loads of time to catch
I
up,
got
mate.
time.
Loads of time.
Yeah. I'll get in your
Yeah.
heads.
It could just be everything could be random so far, and you'll just catch up as everything returns to the mean.
Exactly.
I'm winning.
Yeah, we
Dan's
can't
so
have that.
funny.
We need to get that sorted because just look at that face.
Lewis,
No,
you need
congrats,
to stop
Dan.
throwing me under the bus.
When do you want to play?
I'm just happy I
FIFA?
swept you on that last one. No one picked the fiction on the last
Yeah,
one.
well
Yes,
played.
you get a
well
point.
done.
So there
You
you
should,
go. Yeah.
you should
I,
get a point for that, actually. That's true.
I should get a point if I sweep you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about making them only have 3 clues.
Oh, okay.
How do we feel about that?
I mean, why tamper
not
with
because I don't
perfection?
enjoy making them. Just that's true.
Partly
I
the
just
reason.
want to. It might be slightly easier. Slightly easier. Yeah. I don't know. But
well,
I'm thinking.
I'm
about
happy
it.
with how
Anyway.
they are as a person.
I trust your judgment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy.
All right. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. That was Tetris or Stetris. Dan did best, I'm afraid. But we'll see what happens next week.
Well, he did the same as me.
Lewis did equally well.
Yeah, I mean, Dan is winning.
He's still
but
winning,
this
winning
week,
over. That's true.
this week,
I am winning.
I'm
Ben-
crap at this scoring business. Clearly,
Jesus.
I can't. I don't know what's happened.
Are
I'm
you
gonna go to
any?
sleep. Can I tell her?
Thanks. Are you any better at telling us where you can where we can find you online?
You can find me online at SmarkTweeter.
Delightful. Ben?
You can find me online at BenjiCon. Sulkin.
Like scouts then.
S-
Sultan.
Sulkin. I'm fucking sulking.
Dan?
You can find me online, a Mario or Smario winner, at Damo Tweet.
Lovely. And I am at the Wilsonite. You can find us all on Twitter, on twitter.com/the crossplayers. You can visit our website, which is thecrossplayers.com. You can jump onto our Discord, which is that very website, /Discord. If you're watching this on YouTube, you know where it is. But if you're listening to the audio version and like to get involved, it's youtube.com/the crossplayers. You can support us on Patreon from as little as £1 a month. And I think I seen a screenshot earlier on, and there's 86 nuggets of content on Patreon that if you were to punt us £1, you'd get access to all of it.
Incredible.
Yeah, all of it less than investment grade. And if you do give us £1, I'll say it again, give us £1 to the Patreon, I'll send you a tiny, tiny, tiny crossplayer sticker. I've got 98 of them. So,
Wow.
you know, there you
Better
go.
hurry up, guys.
You better hurry up. They are literally
Yeah.
flying off the desk. If you don't want to do any of that, the best thing you can do is tell your friends or leave us a lovely, lovely review on your podcast service of choice. If we like it, we might read it out. How's that?
Do you know what? Do that.
Do
We
that.
haven't had a review for fucking ages. Just do if you're like I don't know a middle-aged woman listening to this and you still use like Apple stuff, then you can leave a review on Apple podcast services, and that would be great. It helps us get discovered. It helps our discoverability.
It's going to do
Please do.
It's going to do so well, isn't it? That you just mansplained leaving a review
Yeah.
to quote unquote a woman. If you're a woman,
Not a woman, a middle-aged woman. I was trying to say like I was having a dig at Apple.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're,
I think we should
Not women, Apple, a big corporation.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
I might deduct a point if I could deduct a point from Ben. Then but I can't because he's on 0.
It's on a yellow card though.
Does that carry over?
If he gets another one next time, he misses the next game.
Oh. All right, guys. That's fun. I think it's time for us to say goodbye.
Ooh, bye bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Press the button.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya. Bye, friends.
Kept you waiting.
Bye.